Hello guys, this is Modest Major here, bringing you some commentary over some legendary Oddball gameplay. The score in the background is 25-0. You may or may not have noticed I didn't upload yesterday. Obviously, I'm still intending to upload daily. I was a little ill over the last 2 days, and to be honest, I just wanted to take a video break. It usually means I come back fresher and with new ideas. You know, if I'm not in the mood to upload a video, I don't want to push myself into it. Before I go into today's topic, I want to go into the subject of Halo 3, because Halo 3 is obviously a big talking point in the community right now, and as a result of it going free, a lot of people are deciding to commentate it. And I just want to state for the record, I was kind of undecided, and if anything, I was going to do a couple of Halo 3 commentaries here and there. I've decided against that. I played it the other day. I thought it was terrible. I'm just going to put that one out there. I think it's 6 years old. I think it's dated a lot. I think I loved playing it at the time when it was out. Playing it now, the hit detection gets on my nerves. I don't enjoy the fact that there's no sprint. I don't think, you know, some people say that they designed the maps in a different way in this game to be able to account for the fact that there's sprint, but I feel like in Halo 3 certain maps just don't work without sprint. If I play Valhalla, for example, Valhalla Social Slayer 5v5, one of the worst things ever. It's so freaking boring. And then I play Snowblind rocket launchers, terrible. It's a joke. Like, Social Slayer has not been optimized. Halo 4 is better at choosing their playlist and better at not just adding in random stuff that isn't even fun to play in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm done with Halo 3. I personally, when it comes to the sprint argument, this is going to be controversial as usual, but I think the sprint argument is dumb. I think the sprint argument, the fact that people believed 100% without no argument whatsoever that having sprint in a game ruins the competitive nature of it. I think that's dumb. I personally like sprint being in it, and I personally think it makes for a better competitive experience. Maybe you guys hate me, but in every freaking multiplayer game that I've ever played, having added speed has always added to the competitive nature of it, because they're harder targets to hit. And harder targets to hit mean that you have to be more precise. I think one of the biggest problems with this game was the fact that they added up the aim assist to be able to compensate for that, to make it easier, which I don't think they should have done. I think they should have made it as hard to aim as it was in Halo 3, but at the same time, they're harder targets to hit. Like, you look at arena games, Quake, Nexus, Xenotic, then you look at Super Smash Bros. I've been watching a Super Smash Bros. Documentary recently, and Brawl was the game that was decided to almost like ruin the competitive nature of the series. Melee was considered really competitive, and the reason being was that Melee was 10 times faster. It was 10 times faster, and you had to think quicker. You had to make decisions on the fly. When you have to make decisions on the fly, you know, people make the argument that if people are escaping and you have to go after for them, because of the high shields in Halo, people get out of situations that they wouldn't have been able to usually. I think that's absolutely rubbish. I think that you have to be able to compensate for the fact that people are escaping by having better teamwork, having better callouts, and making your decisions quicker. If you're not able to keep up with the pace of people escaping at a faster pace and being able to route them and flank them and work out where they're going to be, I'd argue that your positioning and your team play and your instincts weren't as good. Your instincts have to be better, because you have to think, where is that guy going to go now that he's weak? Are my team prepared enough? Whereas in Halo 3, you got people into traps, you got people into situations where they were unable to get out of that situation because of the lower movement speed. That isn't skill, that's... I mean, some people consider it is because it's trapping people. But I see it as you go around a corner and you might find yourself in an unavoidable situation where it's like, oh, well, you know, these people are crouching. They weren't even in my radar. They didn't appear on my radar. How was I supposed to know that? Now I'm screwed. And because of the low movement speed, there is no physical way of getting out of it. That's just my take on the situation. People are going to hate that. I understand. But I just hate the fact that there seems to be no alternative to the sprint argument. People just seem to say, as a fact, they seem to state down, sprint ruins the competitive nature of the game. I personally don't think it's true. I think an argument could be made for the ulterior, but maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I am. I'll take that on the chin if I am. Anyway, next topic I wanted to talk about, the Bulletin, which I've only left myself a minute to talk about this Bulletin. And the gameplay itself is 25-0 in the background. This gameplay is pretty nice, in my opinion. It has some pretty decent snipers, and obviously it's the perfection, so I was pretty proud of this. I was going for an Oddball gameplay for quite some time. Anywho, the Bulletin today, and I didn't really need much time to cover it, because it's not that interesting. Basically, what they're doing is they're taking Ricochet and they're adding Legendary Ricochet. They're adding some sort of hot potato variant. I can't remember what they called it, but it's basically the ball is going to explode after some time of holding it, so you need to be more, you need to be able to throw it when it's just about to explode and be more careful and don't hold it for too long, basically. And there's also a shotgun sticky grenades thing, which once again, you know, we had sticky ball with the sticky detonators and sticky grenades. Now we got shotguns and sticky grenades. And it's kind of like they give you the shotguns, which are like, oh yeah, shotguns, they're awesome to use. That'll be fun in Ricochet. And then they give you the ultimate kryptonite factor to shotguns, which is sticky grenades, because it's like, oh, I'm going to run at people and now they're going to throw stickies at it. I genuinely feel like they're kind of pushing the community's buttons, because it's like, you know we don't like sticky grenades. You must know. You must have read that on one forum, and they've made 2 playlists now where sticky grenades are a main component. It doesn't bother me too much because I don't think they're meant to be taken too seriously, but at the same time I love Ricochet, and I honestly want Ricochet to stay the way it was. I like Legendary Ricochet, that's fine, but that's just me anyway. But I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary, and I hope you guys didn't think my sprint argument was too controversial. I'm just speaking my mind. I don't want to have to hide my opinions from you guys. Anyway, I've been Modest Major. Thank you for watching. Peace out.